Alexander Zverev reveals why he lost Australian Open thriller versus Carlos Alcaraz. Alexander Zverev has credited fatigue as the reason why he lost to Carlos Alcaraz at the Australian Open, as the German discussed trying to bring a more aggressive approach to his tennis. World number 4 Zverev and world number 1 Alcaraz contested the longest Australian Open semi-final of the Open era last month, with Alcaraz claiming a 6-4, 7-6-7, 6-7-3, 6-7-4, 7-5 victory in 5 hours and 27 minutes inside the Rod Laver Arena. Zverev had impressively worked his way back into the match after falling 2 sets to love down, taking advantage of his opponent's cramping, though he was unable to seal victory from a commanding position in the decider. The German was a break-up throughout a large chunk of the 5th set and held a 5-3 lead at one stage, only for Alcaraz to rally and win the final 4 games of the contest before ultimately winning the title 2 days later. Several pundits questioned why Zverev was unable to get over the line in the contest, with the 28-year-old's quest for a first Grand Slam title forced to extend for at least one more major. However, speaking to Tennis TV, the world number 4 revealed he was pleased with how he had played in Melbourne and claimed that he simply ran out of energy towards the end of his semifinal. "I felt like Australia I played the right way. I lost the match because I got tired in the end, to be very honest. I had nothing left. I still feel like Australia in a way was a success. I feel like my game was working and the plan that we had for this year seems to be working. I'm happy about that." Almost a month on from the end of his Australian Open campaign, Zverev is back in action this week at the Mexican Open in Acapulco. Zverev has been a regular at the event in recent years and previously lifted the title at the ATP 500 tournament back in 2021, with the German the top seed this year. The German faces a challenging opener versus Corentin Moutet and could then face Miomir Kecmanovic in the second round. Ahead of his opening match against world number 35 Moutet, Zverev opened up further about looking to bring more aggression into his game this year. He added, "Just a lot more aggressive, trying to hit the ball a lot harder, also trying to come in a bit more. Just trying to take the racket out of my opponent's hands a bit more, rather than rallying, rather than winning just by being physically fitter sometimes. The adjustment has been made in the off-season for this year. We're trying to stick to that game plan." Zverev was one of 2 top 10 players in the Mexican Open draw, though world number 6 and second seed Alex de Minaur was stunned by Patrick Kipson in 3 sets on Monday night. The German is projected to face 3rd seed Casper Ruud in the semifinal of the event, with 4th seed Alejandro Davidovich Fokina now the highest-ranked player in the bottom half of the draw. Want more from Tennis 365? Add us as a preferred source on Google to your favorites list for tennis coverage you can trust. Read next, ATP Indian Wells entry list, ranking points, prize money, key dates, Alcaraz, Sinner, Djokovic, star.